Hey, how you doing? Hope you're all good. I'm here in The Sims 3 today to show you where I get my custom content from, because I do get asked a lot in my comments, so thought I'd make a big video just showing off everywhere that I get my 4 to 3 conversions, my Sims 3 male and female hair, some of the clothing, build stuff from, and some of my Create a Sim stuff. And I'm also going to show you where I get my mods and a lot of just bonus stuff, which you might have seen if you've watched any of my Sims 3 videos, if you've wondered where certain things are from. This video should help you out. So I'm going to get started. I'm just going to show you these pictures right now. This is pretty much what it looks like. These are a lot of the build mode items. And then I'm going to show you where I get a lot of this stuff from, and then we'll jump into the game and show you it in more detail. So I'll start off with this site, which is really good as they organize everything. So if you're looking for your just normal Maxis made 4 to 3 conversions, then you'll be able to easily find it all, and they've categorized it from buy, build, hair, clothing, lots. But if you're also looking for custom content that people have made in The Sims 4 and they've been converted into The Sims 3, then this is a really good place to also check out. If I click on custom content build, you can see here, these have been created in The Sims 4 and somebody has converted it into The Sims 3, as you can see here. So you can find loads of different CC. It's really, really cool that people are actually converting a lot of Sims 4 CC into The Sims 3. So that's a good place to come and find all of that. And then if you're just wanting the Maxis made stuff, so this is basically Sims 4 DLC or base game, then this is a good place to come and find it. You can see all of these different creators, and I'm going to show you my favorites that I've found as well throughout this video. But you can see here, all of this is from The Sims 4, all of the packs, and people have converted it into The Sims 3, which is really cool, especially if you don't play The Sims 4 but you really like the build and buy like me. Then I'll bring you to another site, which also is 4 to 3 conversions, and this is Bionic Zombie, and you can see they've actually categorized it from the expansion packs, game packs, stuff packs, kits. So if I click on Horse Ranch, let's see what they've been creating for Horse Ranch. You can see they've got mods, they've got build and buy objects, they've even got trees, landscaping stuff, which I really like. I really like that this creator actually converts a lot of that stuff, and you'll see me using these tables in a lot of my videos, and they've got all sorts of stuff, and it's all converted from The Sims 4, which is really cool, and it's nice that they've organized it all so that you can easily go find what you're looking for. And then I'll bring you to Twin Simming, so they're another popular Sims 4 to 3 converter, and I'll just scroll down and show you some of the stuff that they've been converting. I think I have this set, or I think I mixed and matched, because sometimes you can actually just download separate pieces. You can download the merged version and the unmerged version, which means if you don't like certain objects but you like the mirror, for example, then you can just take that out and place that into your game. I do that with a lot of these conversions because there's some objects that I just don't want. I've even done a lot of mattresses and frames which I've got in my game, and loads of wall art. Like literally you just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and click next, and you can go through all of their CC, or you can go into their archive and find it easier in there, and it'll show you pretty much everything that they've converted. So that's another creator that I recommend. Then we come to another one of my faves, which is Around the Sims 3. They also make Sims 4 CC as well, but if I scroll down, you can see they've categorized it all, and they have been making custom content for years. Like, they've got so much to offer, and all of this is just the Sims 4 to 3 converted CC. They also make just random CC for the game as well. So if I click on Tiny House, let's see what that brings up. So this came with a stuff pack, I believe, or the kit, which was the tiny home stuff pack, I think. And you can see all of the objects from that pack they've converted, which I actually really like that pack, and it looks really good in the Sims 3 as well. And with a creator style as well, you can actually change all of the colors of the objects, or most of them that allow it. You can change it all, and you can't do that in the Sims 4. You've just got the swatches, but in the Sims 3 you can add patterns, change all of the colors if it allows you, and I love that about the Sims 3 conversions. And I'll just show you my favorite CC set that they converted, and this is the Sims 4 hot tubs. They actually look way better in the Sims 3, I'll say. Like in the Sims 4, everything looks very plasticky and glossy. I don't know why, and it just looks a bit too unrealistic. But in The Sims 3, it blends in more. The lighting, it just looks a lot better. And I think this hot tub right here I use a lot in my builds. I think that was from The Sims 2, so they've even converted a Sims 2 CC object, and you can download all of these individually, which I really like. So definitely check out Around the Sims for your Sims 4 to 3 conversions, or even Sims 2 conversions. I'll bring you to some of my favourite sets that I've recently downloaded. So this is from Simming Berryland, and they make a lot of the most recent packs and kits. So this is from the Sleek Bathroom Kit. I haven't even bought that in The Sims 4 because, like I've mentioned in many of my videos, I don't play it for the gameplay, and if I ever do buy any packs, it's just for machinimas or unique builds. And I haven't bought the kits, I haven't bought a lot of the recent kits or the expansion packs, so to be able to experience what those objects look like, I just download it for free from this person, and I can actually play with all of the objects and use the creator style tool and be able to check out the objects in The Sims 3, which is a much more detailed and better game in my personal opinion. Just wish The Sims looked better. And this is another one that I've recently got, the Business and Hobbies pack. They show you everything that they've converted, and I haven't got that expansion pack in The Sims 4, so I was able to check it out in The Sims 3, and I really like a lot of the objects. I like the fireplace, I like the signs. I haven't got every single one though, because a lot of this artwork looks very AI generated. I feel like that's what EA is doing with The Sims 4 now, because they are releasing packs left and right. I think that they're using a shortcut to make art. That's a conspiracy. That's not me claiming that as fact. Might not be true, but a lot of it looks a little bit AI generated. So, but you can basically download the unmerged version and you can mix and match what you want and what you don't want. So I got rid of all of the artwork or most of it and kept some of the signs that I liked. Just because, you know, I'm not a fan of the AI generated art. It's lazy, use an actual artist, but moving on. And then I'll bring you to another creator. So this creator also does 4 to 3 conversions, but they do the CC conversions, I've noticed. So this set is from Peacemaker, and this is in The Sims 4. And I really like it in The Sims 4, so it's nice to be able to put it in my Sims 3 game as well. And then these are some bonus ones. So this is Pixel Frog's Legs, and they have made this kitchen set, which is very popular in the Sims 3 community. I've seen a lot of videos with them using this set, and I really like it. It's like my favorite kitchen set. But they also make a lot of other Sims 4 to 3 conversions that I've noticed and put in my game. I'll show you the walls that they've actually converted, which is what I used in my recent video. I used this in my Sims 3 Dream Home build, and I used pretty much this wallpaper and another one, I can't remember where it is, but I used that one definitely, and I mixed and matched. You don't have to add all of this wallpaper into your game if you don't want to. You can just find out the name there and keep that instead if you don't just want 1 or 2 or whatever. And another one for patterns for wall and flooring is R-Star Sims 3. I use their wallpapers to death, and I'm going to be using them in a lot of my builds, especially these ones right here. So these are actually patterns, and you can add them to your wallpapers and your flooring, whatever else, even your objects. It looks really detailed, and like I mentioned before, you can mix and match. I think I've only kept a few of these and got rid of the rest, or I might have just left them all in my game, I'm not sure, but yeah, really cool place to get your patterns. Another good creator to get your patterns from is this creator here. They're very popular in The Sims 3, and they also make Sims 2, Sims 4, CC, and this is my favorite one to get my patterns from. I get a lot of my walls and my floors and even my terrain paints from this creator here, so thought I'd mention them. And then the roofing, I've recently got this, as I like the roof textures in The Sims 3, but I wanted more. And I love how detailed they look in The Sims 3. They just look really realistic, and try to find something accurate. So then I found this, and this is the coastal New England roofs. So if you're looking for some really nice realistic roofs, they come in a bunch of different options. And I think they even come with different roof trims as well. So you get the white roof trim, and then you get a dark roof trim. You can see how good they look with these houses, so definitely get your roof trims from there. And then we'll come on to vehicles. So if you liked the yacht that I placed in my little Woodhaven world, this is the creator that I got it from, Fresh Prince Creations, and really love this yacht. It looks really good in the game, as you've seen if you watched those videos. But if I go into The Sims 3, go down to vehicles, I've done a lot more, which I haven't downloaded myself, but mainly just get my vehicles from this creator. But you can see here they've got a load of realistic cars, and you can add them into your Sims 3 game if you're looking for vehicles. You've even got a lawnmower. But yeah, really good place to get your cars from. Definitely love that one, the Dodge Viper. And then this is just a bonus. You don't really need this, but this is good for people that want to take screenshots of your Sims to add into your thumbnails, or just screenshots. Like, this is a really good backdrop, and this is my favorite backdrop that I've got in the game, and it's got full bright, it's got lighting that you can turn on and off, and you can also change the color. So it's really good for adding like a green screen and creating really cool high quality pictures of your Sims characters. Now we'll come on to create a sim. So this is one of the creators where I get my male CC from, my male hair. And as you can see, it's very short back and sides. That's what I like. This is the kind of hairstyles that I like. This is this creator, My Blue Book. If I click on them, they do a bunch of other hairs. They do female as well. And this is pretty much where I get my male hairs from. So definitely check out them if you're looking for male hairs. Another place where I get my male hair from is this creator here, which is Nemiga. I hope I'm saying that right, probably not. But if I scroll down, I'll just show you the male hairs that they create. And I've added a few of these, not all of them, but just mix and match whatever you want in your game, you download. And they also create female hairstyles as well, which I got a few of these, especially the one with a hat, and just makes the game look a bit more realistic with the hairstyles. You've got more options and they look a lot better compared to EA's Maxis hairs in The Sims 3. They look trash. So another creator for female and male hairs is this creator here. They do a lot of these conversions. So a lot of the older hairstyles that you'd find on The Sims resource, the textures just look a little bit glossy, a bit unrealistic. This creator has actually converted them and just changed the textures to their own. And they look a lot more realistic, they look a bit more modern. So this is where I get a lot of their hairs from, the male and female. And this is another creator that I've recently found for female and male hairs. They do a lot of really nice longer hairstyles if that's what you're looking for. And another creator for hairstyles is Sky Sims. They make the best hairs, I think, in The Sims 3, and they are a little bit outdated, but like I mentioned earlier, the other creators have actually converted a lot of these hairs and made them look a bit better with the textures. So it's just worth looking around and seeing what you like and finding creators that have actually converted the hair textures and made it look a bit more modern. But I still think they look good. Like, they look really good in the game. Like, all of these hairstyles that I found from Sky Sims, I really do like. So yeah, it's a good place to get your female, especially hairs, and they even do some male hairs as well. Now I'll just show you the eyebrow replacement. So if you remember the default eyebrows, they pretty much look like this here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but it shows you side by side. So obviously the bigger picture is the replacement brows, and then the smaller picture is just the standard default brows. And you can tell automatically, like, they look way better and more detailed. So definitely recommend getting your brows from here. They do beards as well if that's what you're looking for. I think I downloaded these beards and they look a lot more realistic in the game. And they do a few more other stuff, makeup and all of that if that's what you're looking for. So I definitely recommend Simple Life for your brows and whatever else. And another creator where I get my beards from is Poorly Made. Now I'll show you where I get a lot of my female and male clothing from. So R-Star Sims 3, this creator has a bunch of different stuff. I have downloaded 4 to 3 conversions from them, but they also do clothing. So I'll just show you a little bit of what it looks like. So I was looking for Maxis Match, and they even say here Maxis Match Alpha Mix. That's kind of what I was looking for. It just looks high quality and it matches the game's aesthetic more. So I was glad that I found this creator because you can find all your female and male clothing. I dress my females and my male Sims in a lot of sporty looking clothing, and I think there is some stuff in here that's quite sporty, but I think I downloaded a few bits. I didn't download everything, I just went through what I liked. As you can see, you can dress your Sim up in a suit or a wedding dress and bikinis and all of that, and, you know, normal clothing, and it's really cool that they do for both sexes. So definitely check out this creator. I like stuff like this. My male Sims especially dress in chav wear, so I'm always dressing them up like total chavs, and I think I downloaded this one as well. So this is one of the creators where I get a lot of my Maxis match CC from. I'll show you another one. So I get a lot of my male CC, especially from here. And I think I got the eyes. I think I tried them out. I don't know if I liked them, but they do eye bags. They do other creator sim stuff. They also do makeup. I think I actually did get that one for my female sim. But you can see here, hoodie, t-shirt, standard stuff. I wanted more of that in my Sims 3 game, so I downloaded these. They also do beards, hairstyles. So I definitely recommend this creator here, which is, can't pronounce that name, but I'll leave it all linked. And then another creator that I'd thought to mention is Elfgreen, and they create a lot of male and female. I think they do female. Let me just scroll down a little bit. Yeah, they do female as well. So they do Maxis match looking clothing, and it looks really good, high quality, which is what I like. And they do bits of other stuff as well, and I think they even do shoes, boots. Let me just scroll down a little bit. I'm sure that I saw something earlier on, just showing some high quality boots. This is what I've got. I got the Timberland boots and the trainers. Like, have to make a total chav in my Sims game. But I'll just show you a few more of what they do. They do all sorts of stuff. So this is what I was talking about. It looks very Sims 4 with the art style and the Maxis match. If that's what you're looking for, you can definitely find it from this creator right here. So I definitely recommend them as well. And then another one is the same site that I showed you where I got a lot of my 4 to 3 build and buy conversions. I also got some female and male clothing from here as well. And they also do shoes, accessories, makeup, tattoos, eyes, skins, pet creator sim. You can get your poses and animations from here as well. So I'll just show you what the male CC looks like. So this creator, Nectar Seller, I like that creator because they create a lot of male CC and it's all Maxis match. So you can get some swim shorts, whatever they are, boxer briefs, and then some athletic wear as well from the same creator. And another creator's made some lounge wear. I think I downloaded that, I can't remember, but I definitely downloaded this, some sweatpants. Whatever you're looking for, you'll probably be able to find it on these sites. I'll just show you some shoes that are my favorite as well. I got these shoes from this creator right here. So if you're looking for some trainers, that's a good creator. And then some t-shirts for the female sim. I think I downloaded this. I'm pretty sure of it. But I just thought I'd show you this creator as well. Now I'll bring you on to eyes. So this is that same site and they do a lot of eyes. So it's contact lenses or default replacements, and you just go through them, and I recommend just testing them out in your game, obviously, just to see if you prefer these eyes or not. Just test through a lot of them and see which ones you like. That's what I had to do until I found the right eyes that I was looking for, but you can see these look really detailed. I'll just show you a few more. Look really good. These ones look really detailed. I tried these in my game, but they didn't look as good as I wanted them to. The game lighting just isn't the best. So I've actually got these eyes from Burnt Waffles, and these look the best in the game. Like, they just look good with the in-game lighting. They're just not the best when you're taking screenshots. That's the only downside. Like, they're just a bit too... They've got too much of like a specular, but that might just be me and my in-game lighting. I'm not sure, but they look the best when you're actually just playing the game. So these are the eyes that I recommend. I'll just show you some bonus CC. So these are some eye bags which just make your Sims look a bit more realistic. This would be good if you're creating stories, machinimas or whatever, or if you just have a certain look that you're going for with your Sims game, then definitely try these eye bags. They look good on my male and my female Sims, so I'm definitely going to be keeping them. Then I'll show you the default replacement skin that I got. So this is from Burnt Waffles, and this is the blueberry pie skin, and they do it for male and female. Tried out a bunch of different skins, and I found this one, and this one just looks the best in my game, so thought I'd show you that one as well. Then another skin that I recommend is this one by Nectar Seller, and this is the You Are Real skin, and they edited this from another creator, and it's just making your sim look very realistic with the skin detail. I definitely recommend this one as well if you're just wanting a bit more realism. This isn't creator sim related, this is just some more build and buy, but I really like how this artwork looks. I've got something very similar in The Sims 4 and I wanted it in my Sims 3 game, so this is definitely some artwork that I recommend. I struggle finding artwork in The Sims 3, so when I found this, I had to put it in my game. So this is from this creator, but I will leave it all linked for you guys. Now moving on to the in-game lighting. So I've been struggling for a while trying to find the perfect lighting, and I'm still trying to find the perfect one, but I finally found one that actually looks the way that I want it to look. When I'm building these worlds, I just need a bright bit of lighting to really show off my builds, and it's very hard trying to find like the perfect day and night, and I've found one that I'm pretty much happy with. The only downside is the nighttime version is way too dark. Like the daytime and the sunset and the sunrise is perfect, but when it comes to the nighttime version, it's just too dark and I can't see anything, and it's not the way that I want it to look, and the colors aren't as saturated as I'd want it to actually be. But the day cycle is absolutely perfect. Like you can see from the screenshot here, it looks amazing, and it really does look that way in the game as well. So I hope that this person's still creating CC, and if they are and they're watching this video, I would really love for them to make another version of this, but with a more brighter and saturated night, because that would be the perfect lighting in my opinion. This creator right here is very popular for lighting mods, and they actually do create a really beautiful nighttime version, and I'd love for the other creator to take some inspo from this and create like a nighttime version that looks very similar to this creator. It just doesn't look the way that I want it to look during the day, but on the nighttime it looks absolutely perfect. It looks very magical. This is another one by this creator as well, Perfect Day, and it really does look stunning during the day and during the night. Now I'll bring you to the gameplay mods that I use, and these are the main ones that just help my game run smoother and make everything look a bit more how it's meant to look. So this is Lazy Duchess, and you guys will be familiar with Lazy Duchess if you play The Sims 3. I think they even make Sims 2 mods, I'm not sure, but this is the mod, the most popular mod I would say by this creator, and this is the Sims 3 Smooth patch. So if you want your creator sim to run smoother, if you want to be able to easily go through the catalog and be able to click on things and go through the creator style, then this is definitely the mod for you, as it's just so much smoother. Even in the gameplay, going through the creator style and going through the build and buy objects, it's so much smoother. So I definitely recommend getting the Smooth Patch mod. Follow all of the instructions on how to install it. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of video. I'm not going to tell you how to install it all, but I am going to show you where I got everything from. And this is another essential mod, I would say, for me personally, and for anyone else that just likes your game to look how it's meant to look, you know, with the lighting and everything to look smooth and, you know, natural. Then this is definitely one for you, is the split level lighting fix. So this pretty much makes the lighting on the builds look realistic and natural, instead of it just being one light that goes from this wall and then it's dark on the bottom wall. You guys, if you've played The Sims 3, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's always been a big issue when it comes to The Sims 3, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like in my game as well. I definitely recommend this lighting fix mod, as it just makes the game look more natural with the lighting. There's no weird shadows, and your game will finally look a lot more realistic. So another one by Lazy Duchess. Honestly, this person is a master at modding in The Sims 3. They are the biggest creator, I'd say, for modding, but they made a really good mod, which is the catalog search. So if you're like me and you're going through a lot of your build and buy, you'll get kind of fed up of just scrolling endlessly through all of your objects, try to find something. But with this mod, you can actually just go through and click on the little search icon, and you can just search clutter or search whatever, and it'll bring it up straight away. So if I'm looking for a sign to place on my community lots, I just type in sign, and then I'm easily able to find all of my signs. So this is definitely a good mod for easily being able to find things, and it just makes your building experience much more fun. Now I'll show you a few other mods just to speed up my game. Every time that I'm booting up my game especially, I get tired of that intro. I get tired of the music just blasting out of nowhere. So I use the no intro mods, and it just completely skips the intro. Definitely recommend getting this one if you can't be bothered watching that intro anymore. And then this is another mod that I definitely recommend, especially for any of you that are tired of your homes and your rooms and your builds looking very dark. You fill it with loads of lights and it still looks quite dark, and you fill it with loads of windows and it's just not looking the way that it's meant to look. Then definitely get this mod, as it will really improve the in-game lighting. As you can see, this is what it normally looks like in the base game. And then with the mod, you can see it's a lot more brighter and a lot more realistic. I use this mod and it looks so much better, so this is definitely one that I recommend as well. Another one which isn't really essential, but it's for any of you that have just noticed that a lot of the windows and doors aren't really projecting a lot of the light through. Don't know why EA did that, but very strange. This mod basically corrects all of that and it makes it look more natural, as you can see in this screenshot here. So that's just a bonus mod for you. And then this one I've recently downloaded and I much prefer this compared to the vanilla version. Like, this is definitely a good mod for you builders out there. Like, if you're just tired of seeing that grid, it's very extreme as the grid, and this is what it looks like vanilla wise, and it just stands out every time you're building, especially if you're making videos. It just stands out, drives me mad. Found this mod and look at how subtle it is, much more subtle. This doesn't really show it off, but if I come to this one, vanilla, and then you'll see here, this is how subtle it actually makes it compared to that. To this, much better, how it's meant to look, so that's another mod that I recommend for you builders. And then this mod is really good for people that don't really like how the seasons look in The Sims 3. I got a bit tired of seeing snow in The Sims 3 just because a lot of the ground wasn't really looking the way that I wanted it to look. It's not really the roof or a lot of this that were really bothering me. It's this that was bothering me. This is how the fire pit looked. There was a lot of just blocky areas and patchy areas, and with this mod it basically fixes all of that, or most of it. And you can see here it just makes the texture look a little bit more realistic, and also makes the window frost look more realistic. And definitely recommend this if you're also not a fan of the way that snow really looks in The Sims 3. I love the depth and everything. Like in The Sims 4, we don't even have that. It's just a flat texture. So I don't have any issues with the depth, but definitely get this mod if you want it to look better. And this is a random one which might not even bother you guys, but it definitely bothers me as a builder. I've noticed it quite a lot. Is this build sparkle. If you get this mod, you get rid of that build sparkle. Sparkle? You get rid of it completely and it just makes it look a lot better. I got annoyed seeing that constantly when I placed down walls or whatever. So this basically gets rid of that. Now, this is a mod which is really good for you guys that are downloading custom worlds, or if you're creating your own custom world. This will be really good if you're creating rabbit holes that you just want to fill in the interior, or if you're being lazy, which I totally get, and you just want to add this into one of your builds that you've built. You want it to look really good on the exterior, but you don't really want anything in the interior, but you need it to be the rabbit hole that you're looking for, like a bookstore, for example. Then this is a good mod, as you can literally place down the rabbit hole door, or you can place down the rug, and then your sim will click on the door or the rug and they will basically teleport into the rabbit hole and disappear. So this is really good for, you know, just either being really creative with your builds or being very lazy with your builds, or if you're downloading custom worlds, making your own custom worlds, this mod will definitely come in handy, so definitely recommend that. And then this one, you don't need this. I haven't even got this in my game yet, but I am going to put it in when I do other kind of worlds. This is just a bonus one. But this is, you can replace the default flag. So this is the default flag. And if you want to add your own country into this, you can. United States and Canada, United Kingdom, and so on and so on. So I definitely recommend getting this if you just don't like the flag. I just thought I'd add this as a bonus. And then this one is bonus tips for you that are creating worlds. This is definitely for you. This is basically all of the terrain textures. So I did include this in my Sims 3 world tutorial, but I'll just include it here for a bonus, as this is definitely what I use when I'm creating my worlds. And it basically adds all of the creator world textures. You just download all of these packs and you'll have all of these textures so that you can easily create your own worlds, and you're not just using the default ones that are in the creator world tool. You will obviously need the creator world tool in order to use all of this stuff, and if you have no idea what that's like, you need to just look on YouTube. Many tutorials out there. I made one myself, but you'd have to just look on YouTube for all of that. But yeah, this is where I get the terrain textures. I also get a few other terrain textures from this creator here. So this is from Mod The Sims. And then this one is another one where I get the sunlit tides textures, which look really good, especially if you're doing like coral reef underwater and you want it all to look tropical. This is where I got my textures from. So yeah, that's it guys. That is my CC finds. I hope that you guys found something new or you found something that you were looking for. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. But that is it guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, please like, please comment. Check out my other videos as well. Got lots of Sims 3 content. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.